Hi everyone, a very good day. Welcome to my another video. I already gave you a glimpse about corporate trainer, the core parts of the corporate training and all that aspects. Now I am going to tell you about the business communication coach. Yes. Uh, what is the difference between the corporate trainer and the business communication coach? We will discuss it definitely, but as I already gave you a glimpse of corporate trainer, now I am going to tell you what the business communication coach is, what are its role, and how does it differ from the corporate trainer. But before the introduction, the business communication coach, what is it, why it pays, and how it transforms careers. So again, most professionals don't fail because they lack knowledge or they lack skills. They fail because they cannot communicate their value. They cannot communicate their skills, or they cannot structure it in a way that is bringing profits to the company. So promotion, leadership roles in the client's trust all depend on how you speak, write, and influence. That's where the business communication coach comes in. In this video, I will explain what business communication coach really does and why companies pay heavily for it. Is it important that the companies are investing their money into it? So it is important for the company. How? And how the skill, the business after the business communication coach, how the skill can completely change your career trajectory. How does it happen? Okay, first of all, let me tell you what is business communication. Okay, now business communication is not English grammar. Okay, it is the strategic use of language, your communication, to achieve business results. What are the business results? Profits. And the profits are from clients, from the investors. So how do you present themselves? So what are the strategic use of words in the English, in the language, in the communication you're going to use that is going to get you the deals? That is the business communication in short. Okay, let me go into more details. The business communication, it includes to explain with clarity, speaking with clarity in meetings, placing your points with clarity, no confusions, no doubts, writing impactful and structured emails. That is the part of the business communication. Presenting ideas to the senior leadership of the investors or to the senior leadership of the companies. That is the business communication includes. Handling clients, conflicts, negotiations. Influencing decisions without authority. So I'll say it again. Business communication is equal to clarity, confidence, and credibility. Again, I'll repeat it. Business communication is equal to clarity plus confidence plus credibility. Let's go to the next point. Who is a business communication coach? A business communication coach works with the professionals, working professionals, not students. Business communication coach is not an English grammar teacher or your English school teacher. Business communication coach, he works with the professionals, maybe IT professionals, maybe with the managers, the team managers, the project or the client facing managers, the project managers, the lead managers, the sales managers. Okay, and with the CEOs, which is also called as the executive under the business communication coach, when you coach the executive CEOs of the companies to communicate in a better way that helps you get and grab the deals or the investment of the clients. That is executive coaching. Yeah, people invest crores on it, trust me. I have many experiences. So the goal is simple. What are the target clients? It can be managers. In the business communication coach, what are the target clients? They could be managers, team leaders, corporate executives, I already told, then the startup founders, or the clients facing professionals, or mid senior level employees. The goal is simple: make professionals sound confident, credible, and leadership ready. That is the main, like I would say in the nutshell, the aim of the business communication coach. Now, coming up to the next part. See, companies are not going to pay for the English. Companies don't pay for the English. They pay for the results created through the communication. Okay, now if the English is right now the present, the global language, they're spoken internationally, nationally. So they are not paying for the English. They are paying for the results which are created through the good communication. Okay, and why do companies pay high fees? Okay, because one poor email can lose a client. If a client has a deal of around 1000 crores or around 100 crore rupees, 1000 crores rupees, and you're not able to structure a proper email, no, one poor email, you can lose a client worth of crores. 1 week presentation can kill your promotion. One unclear manager or one confused manager or one manager maybe with the skills but poor communication can destroy the team productivity. If he's not able to pass on his skills through the communication, good communication, then the skills become useless. So one unclear manager can destroy the whole team's productivity. That's where the team managers or the managers, the business communication coach comes into play. Then see, return on investment in communication. I'm going to explain you right now. See, better communication means fewer mistakes. This is how. You take a business communication coaching, you have a good coach, you have attended a good coachings or training, and your communication improves, it becomes better. So better communication is equal to fewer mistakes. Do you know that? Do you understand that? Strong leaders can have high retention of clients. Getting that? And they are also actually well sought after in the companies by the company CEOs. If you're clear in your communication, clarity and confidence in your messaging, you are able to make faster decisions. No, your team works with that level of accuracy because your messages, your communication is clear and top notch. That impacts your results. Confident managers equals to better revenue outcomes. It is vice versa. See, that's why companies heavily invest in communication coaching. That's why company heavily invest in communication coaching, because better communication is equal to fewer mistakes, is the strong leader is equal to higher retention. Clear messaging leads to the faster decision making, and confident managers, they give better revenue outcomes. That's why communication is a must. Good communication is necessity. See, what exactly does a business communication coach teach? See, I'm going to break down into 5 core areas, okay? And those 5 core areas are executive speaking, the first one. I'm going to describe you or give you the introduction to all these. The 5 core areas of the business communication coaching, or what the business communication coach does is, first of all, executive speaking. These are also having the subtopics. Then professional writing, writing, yes. The third is presentation skills. The fourth is interpersonal communication, yeah. And how do you interpersonal communication? What is a personal relationship between your team members? and the leadership communication. These are the 5 core areas: executive speaking, professional writing, presentation skills, interpersonal communication, and leadership communication. And I'm going to subdivide it into, or I can just give you a little subheading. What executive speaking? Executive speaking, like business communication coach, includes the executive speaking. That means executives which are at the top notch positions of the country but still lack communication. And when you are the top notch, you're the CEO or you're executive, you're at a very high managerial position in a company, you need to have good communication, because when the executive will talk, that is going to bring in the fruitful results. So the executive speaking includes the structured thinking. It is different from the subordinate or the low level. How does their coaching has to be done and how does the executive level coaching has to be done? It is different, because the roles are different, the role plays are different, the status is different, the position is different, the outcomes. The company has more expectations from the executive as compared to a regular employee. The coaching is different, the communication, the emails anyways, it's not his work. But yes, it varies. Speaking with authority. Yeah. As is the executive, he needs what authority, in what voice modulation he has to use, what authority he has to use. He has to be assertive or he has to be authoritative. Which language, everything, it is taught in the business communication coaching. Boardroom communication is the executive, a CEO, has to take boardroom meetings. So boardroom communication is a must. We're coming to the next point. Professional writing. The second part of the business communication coach, I told you, divided into 5 core areas. The second core area is the professional writing. The professional writing includes the emails that get responses. How the structuring of the email should be done. What should be written short, crisp, formal in business language. No mincing words. No heavy jargons, no complex languages, or the words are to be business words. So that is what the business communication coach it does. It also includes reports. So reports that influence decisions. Report writing is under the professional writing arena. And besides the email writing and the report writing, the clear and the concise, crisp writing. That is what the business communication coaching tells or does. Another is the presentation skill. The third core area of the business communication is the presentation skills. Presentation skills is like storytelling for businesses. Data plus persuasion. How to present that? No, the presentation has to be engaging. The audience the audience retention should be there when the presentation is being made. It may be through your presentation, it may be through your data persuasion skills, it may be through your PPTs, what to be written, what to be presented, what to be illustrated. That is very much important. So handling Q&A, question and answers confidently, it is taught in the business communication coaching. The next fourth part of the business communication core area of the business communication coaching coach does is the interpersonal communication. So what kind of assertiveness should be there? Assertiveness is like you place your point clearly, confidently, but with a firm voice modulation. You need to be firm. So an interpersonal communication includes conflict management. It includes a difficult conversation, how to handle difficult conversations, the views which are not in when there is difference of points, so how to handle that. So assertiveness, conflict management and difficult conversation is included under the interpersonal communication. The last is the leadership communication. What is the leadership communication? It entails. Leadership communication is, as the word itself says, it's like you are the leader, and how as a leader you have to place your words, your communication so that your team's benefits, your team benefits. So it includes motivating teams, feedback delivery, emotional intelligence is one of the part of the leadership communication. So just I have to one line to say these were the 5 core areas of the business communication coach. And I just have to say that this is not soft skill training. This is a career acceleration training. I would say business communication coach is not a soft skills training or the public speaking uplifter. It is a career acceleration training. So that's what it is. Another thing, see, I already gave you a glimpse of what is business communication coach right now, and now already had I told you in the previous videos what is a corporate trainer. So see, a corporate trainer is a kind of journalist. A corporate trainer teaches skills to a group. So he teaches that what the corporate training is applicable to all the employees. It is not custom based. Maybe it may be custom based on the umbrella level, like if for a particular company, a company wants the corporate training for all the employees, it may be like in a corporate trainer will teach a skills to a group. But a business communication coach, it transforms individuals. See, in trainers there may be one time workshops, 3, okay, but in coach long-term impact is seen in your communication, in your personality. Trainer is a generic word, but coach is a personalized word. Like when you personalize personality, it has an impact on your personality. Trainer is paid per session, and coach, I would say, is paid per transformation. It's a matter of experience. That's why coaching pays more and scales better. Another thing, coming to the next thing, who can become a business communication coach? Okay, and that is a separate career option if you want to go into, if you want to become a business communication coach or something like that. But I would say that in today's world, your communication is the currency. Okay, and the better you communicate, the higher you earn, the faster you grow. If you want to learn business communication at professional level, at IT level, if at the managerial level, at the executive level, follow this channel. I'll be sharing real framework, corporate examples, and practical coaching strategies. So English is not the reason the people fail at work. So it's actually the lack of communication, or I would say effective communication. So I would say that's it for today, and I am going to come with further many videos, workshops, demo sessions, and I hope so you like it. Thank you for watching out this video. Have a great day.